This is a hard day. This is a difficult day. I see the higher perspective of it, but it's still happening. Today's a rough day for the Black community, for people that knew and loved Nipsey Hussle. He got killed today. And my heart just goes out to his family. I didn't want to come on here and start crying, but I definitely did not want to come on here and start crying, but I have a heavy heart. I have a heavy heart right now, and I have a higher perspective, and I know that all of us, we come here I know that we come here to do a job in our life. Our soul chooses to come here for a purpose, and then we go home. I know that. That's part of the game that we live in. The current matrix is set up that way. Um, it's just a difficult thing to process losing someone that was so positive and so focused on empowering people in making. I didn't know him personally. I didn't at all. I never met him, but I have some connections to him and his family. Kind of a little far removed, but maybe I'll explain that later, but that's not important. But where my grandparents lived and where I spent a lot of my time growing up, that's where he lived too. And like, I don't check for celebrities. I'm not really interested in what celebrities are doing. I'm not fascinated by them or that world at all. There was just something, I don't want to be crying on here, but there was just something really special about him and his, his deep desire to want to enhance people's lives and spread knowledge and truth to people that otherwise wouldn't have access to that information. I see him as a fellow fellow spiritual superhero that came to this planet to be a light bearer, a way shower to people, and and I know that it wasn't just gang violence. It definitely was not that. It's definitely something so much deeper than that. That man had a voice, and people were listening to him. People were changing because of him. He was, um, and he was an effective member of God's army on this planet. I don't know what he did in his personal life, but um, I don't know really anything about him personally. But I do know that what I do know about him is that he was very serious about helping people and bringing the truth out in the open and discussing it, like the real like energy and the spirituality. And it's really fascinating actually, because just a couple of days ago, I woke up. I've been having really intense dreams lately. I've been having really intense dreams lately, like very, very intense, and I wake up and it's a lot for me to process what I experience in my dreams. I've always kind of been that way. Like, I'll go through phases where it's like I'll just have regular, vibrant, really like lucid dreams. But then I'll go into these phases of like a few months or weeks or whatever, and it's like really super intense with tons of meaning and direction and providing clarity for my life, for my purpose, messages from heaven, from God, helping me in my life. And I've been having a series of those dreams over the past month or so. It's definitely strong 3 weeks. And I woke up at the guy that I'm dating. I woke up at his house about 2, 3 days ago, and 3 days ago, I had a series of really intense dreams. In the time that I was over there, just before that, I had woken up with really intense dreams. I was really, I wasn't present with him that morning. I was really kind of like engulfed in the dreams that I had had because they were very dramatic and very upsetting. And I couldn't even talk about it with him. And and I was consumed by those dreams all day and the whole next day. And that night I went over back with him, and I woke up the next morning and I had more dreams about the similar thing, about the same topic, and I discussed it with him finally. I chose to share with him, the other night, the other morning when I woke up, remember that day, because he hugged me and he like did a healing on me, and he saged me because he could see like there was like some really heavy energy that I was working through, and just really supporting the movement of that energy through me, like not wanting me to hold on to it and just like just a really graceful support system he was. And so I ended up telling him just a couple days ago when I woke up again with these really intense dreams. I said, remember the other day, I was really having a hard time processing the dreams I had just woken up from, and I'll tell you, a lot of my dreams end up coming true. It's been proven. I have YouTube videos, like, with me on videos saying, hey, this is going to happen. Like, I'm really feeling it really strong. It's going to happen between this time and this time, and it happens. Like, a lot of my dreams are prophetic, and not all of them, but I could just sense, like, the significance of these series of dreams I was having. So I ended up saying, hey, I just woke up from more dreams, and it's really heavy, and I want to tell you about the ones that I had last time I was here. And I started to explain to him that in my dream, it was like regular, normal, how we are now. And it was me and, like, my group of friends, my spiritual superheroes, and we were all working on the planet, really shifting people. And we were all in our divine roles, really doing it, and really, like, shifting the energy quotient, like the light quotient. We were imbalancing the negative energy. We were rising the light quotient on the planet, diminishing the dark energy on the planet. We were really making a difference, and that's why we came here. And I said in the dream, we were all doing, we were all really in our divine roles. We were speaking out on the lies, the corruption, the truth, and we were changing people's lives. We were changing the world, and that's why we came here. But in my dreams, like, also all of that was happening within my dreams. One of my friends has disappeared. Another one of my friends got killed. Another one of my friends got killed. One of them disappeared. Another one got killed, and I got kidnapped. And he said it was so scary because in the dreams it really happened. It really happened, and, like, I woke up feeling like my friends were dead. And, like, and missing. And then I got kidnapped, and that's one of my biggest fears, is for that to happen. And I said, I know in many lifetimes that's happened. We came to this planet to be light bearers and way showers to the other people that are here on the planet. And we were crucified in the worst ways and abused, and like, I know that there's history there of that happening. And I said, I think it's all coming up to be cleared, because I'm a little bit nervous about moving forward, and that's a real fear that I have. And but it was just difficult to see my friends also experiencing it after being successful in what we came here to do. And I didn't know Nipsey Hussle, but we came here to do a similar thing, and it's just interesting that I would have that dream, a series of those dreams, with the same thing happening, just in different, like, scenarios. So I'm just really sorry for what his family is experiencing right now. I see the higher perspective. It's just, it's just difficult when it hits closer to home, you know, when I hear about scientists and doctors and inventors that create these beautiful free energy devices and these technologies, and they just did these discoveries that could change the world, and these cures for all these diseases that the dark forces have created. And to know that they have been targeted and killed and kidnapped and taken and abused, and their families have had to pay for that, for their genius, for their divine connection, for allowing that divine energy and information to flow through when they want to really help people. The people that are left have to pay for that, you know? And I'm just sorry for that. My heart goes out to their families and Nipsey's family. He had a wife or a girlfriend, whatever. I don't know what they were officially, but they were together. That was his woman, and they had children. And I'm just sorry. It's almost like we're fighting this war that people don't see that that's even going on, and there's like soldiers that are here fighting this war by speaking out, and people are putting themselves in lines of fire without anybody else even knowing, you know? No one even knows, like, the real risk that people are putting themselves, these risky positions that people are putting themselves in just to speak out on the truth, to empower people. People don't, like, the majority of people don't see that, they don't know that. And I'm just sending so much love and compassion, and I'm gonna go to bed. Went to a prayer and I'm gonna go to bed. But I feel really sad, and just processing it, and maybe when I wake up tomorrow I won't be that sad, you know? This part of it will have passed, the shock of it, and the upsetting nature about how he died. Got shot a bunch of times, once in the head and like all these times in the body. Like, it just doesn't feel like it wasn't a gang. It wasn't a gang shooting. It was like that man had influence, and he was like buying businesses and hiring local people. Like, I was just watching a thing on him, and I didn't know really anything about him, but even like earlier I cried a little, and I just felt like really heavy, and I don't want to focus on the negative. I don't want to do that. I want to move into the solution. I want to move into the solution part of this conversation. I don't want to get angry or upset. I don't want to create any negative energy in my energy field for the dark forces to feed off of. That's what they do. that luge, that negative, that substance that's created when we feel negative emotions, sadness, anger, the dark forces, they feed off of that. That's what they live on. That's why they have to create so much chaos and confusion and sadness and grief. They feed. They literally, that's what they eat for their sustenance to stay alive. I'm not about to feed them so they can feed on me. Nope. So, yeah, it's just about regaining guardianship of ourselves and be proactive in our lives and utilizing our energies in the way that is highest and best for not only ourselves but other people. So, I'm gonna go. I love you and blessings to you, whoever's watching this. Blessings to your soul, Nipsey Hussle. Blessings to Lauren London. Blessings to all your children. Blessings to all of your friends, everybody that was connected to you in any way. Blessings to the community that he was so dedicated to serving. Blessings to everybody involved. Blessings to the LAPD who, I mean, it's going to be a sick cover up. Like some bullshit story about what really happened when that's not what the fuck really happened. But we'll just see how it all plays out. But just know that the official story that comes out is bullshit and it's not accurate, and there's a deep state catalyst that made all this happen. Trust and believe that. For sure, Dr.Sebi was murdered because he found cures to AIDS and cancer and herpes and like all these incurable diseases. He found cures for them. They killed him, prosecuted him. Nipsey Hussle was making a documentary about him, amongst the other amazing things that he was doing with his life, his life force. Blessings. Love you. Stay strong. And whatever that means, I don't even know what that means. Stay clear. Go to bed.